Radhe Radhe everyone. Here I am paying my gratitude to all of you. Today I am going to share about those terms of Bharatiya system which was perceived differently than what they actually meant to be perceived as. The terms I will be using here will be in Bharatiya language only. Where I will try to use English translation. Also, kindly do not listen to me further if you have no patience to listen and understand the sharing. Now, these terms were created because Maharishis and Munis, who have been the highest wise counsel for humanity always, they could read all the incarnations of the particular life forms or a living being and were able to predict how the individual life forms must live their lives based on their previous incarnations so that they can neutralize their karmic balance and move forward in their journey of soul expansion. In the past, people were aware of such wise counsels of gurus, so they used to follow their advice, not their own intuition. And they were able to fulfill their dharmic mission during their current lives and get moksha or liberation. Nowadays, we have forgotten the true wisdom we have inherited from them. That's why much manipulation has been happening based on manipulated bookish knowledge of an inherited system of caste or varna. So here I am sharing the information I have received for clarity of caste system in Bharat. In the current era, it has taken a different shape. The Maharishis chose to remain unapproachable in Dark Age or Kali Yuga as it was the plan of Prakriti. As and when we have started moving forward in time cycle, these Maharishis have started joining us back again when people are ready for their wise counsel. It's possible that many of our generation may not be able to see and receive their blessings in person. Maybe our children, grandchildren, and some immortals are blessed enough to experience them in physical body. This channel is also preparing people to be ready for such counsels. Now let's come back to the caste system. So there are five types of caste in Bharatiya system. Many are not aware of their origin though. Most people think that only four varnas are there in the text, but there is another fifth one that is beyond Brahman. People know through books from where these castes have come. I'm sure this is going to be an eye-opening message through this video for many who are Bharatiya. I will discuss the first Varna at the end. So, in the descending consciousness order, second caste is the purest form of Varna, Brahman. Brahman, who are considered as knowledgeable and pure. So, who is Brahman? The person who goes beyond his soul star chakra and experiences the real truth of Satya and reaches to Satyalok or the place of truth. The person whose physical body is aligned with the universal body and both have deep synchronicities. Whatever happens in the universe can be sensed within the body. It does mean that if wars are happening outside, like in the current times it's happening, they are the manifestation of the physical mind and body too. It simply also means that if one has control over his body and its elements, or one is in the Sharan of Param Guru, have no effect of happenings in the Brahmand or universe. Instead, one remains unaffected and keep oneself focused on one's true dharma in the cosmic self and keep working to help others. Here, one who is Brahman is the master of space and earth both. Brahman can move around freely, help other planets, create one if need so. Brahman can generate or destroy galaxies too. So one is Brahman, who has the power over everything in the universe. This power of wisdom is given to only those few people who have proven their worth by vairagya and bhakti, means true devotion and detachment. Many ancestors of ours have carried this power. Many humans are trying to know this knowledge of Brahman, but it is super sacred and secret also, that is blessed to only a few chosen ones out of so called chosen ones too, because it is given to only the eligible candidates based on purity like Brahman only. For example, some Brahman caste lineages in Bharat are Sharma, Upadhyay, Goswamis, etc. Next caste is Kshatriya, the warrior clan. who were trained to fight when there is need for war to protect the country and the living habitat. They were trained to fight for the dharma that is an absolute truth only. That's why it was necessary to have educational qualification from Guru Parampara to know what is right in a particular situation, even if the warrior is self realized. Historical kingdoms in ancient Bharat had been following this wisdom until the era of Shivaji Maharaj, who pushed Mughals out to protect his clan, habitat, and resources. Later, the wisdom was manipulated by Britishers by changing the education system to develop labor grade of Bharatiya, who can accept the system of slavery and foundations. That is still happening in the case of corporate culture. Britishers have influenced the whole world with their characteristics, which were not supporting humans in general. With the historical analysis, one can find that many countries have histories based on this origin. That's why these countries' men went away from their Sanatan nature and became inhuman towards others. For example, America, Canada, some countries in European regions and Asian regions are heavily influenced by British history and mindset as they are part of British genetics too. Coming back to Kshatriya Dharma, it relates to sacral chakra to Anahat chakra. In between area is Kurukshetra, where Mahabharata happens, and here Arjuna, a true Kshatriya, gets teachings from Lord Krishna or Ma Kali and become true Kshatriya, where he stands for Dharma and truth, irrespective of relationship to the opposite party. For example, in zodiac signs, Kshatriya is depicted as Leo or Singha, and caste lineages are Chauhan, Rathod, Nayak, Bhosle, Gaikwads, Marathas, Gorkhas. Sikh community come in this category. Sikh, as they belong to Singha, means lion, the most courageous ones. That is why Sikh community uses the surname Singha. Britishers also have taken Sikh regiment to Britain as they are and were pure fighter, a true warrior or Kshatriya of Bharatiya origin. Next Varna is Vaishya. They are considered smart to do business to enhance the resources like wealth and economy of the Pradesh or Desha. Here, one's consciousness remains below Anahat Chakra and one looks ways to help others and create abundance too, simultaneously. The Vaishya caste surname are like Agrawals, Guptas, Mahajans, Sahu, Sahukar, Bania, etc. They come under this category. Next Varna is Shudra. So Shudras were those who are the social helpers to help with the types of jobs those needed highly gross motor skills like cobbler, plumber, house help, cleaner, etc. They were they work like laborers. If we consider today's scenario, most of the people who are working in a corporate culture, they are working like laborers. So they basically fall into the category of Shudra. The Mooladhara, planet Mars, are related to Mala area of the body. Mala is dirt. The ones who collects Mala like Jamadar, pig, etc. are Shudra categories. Life forms belong to this category only because the bodies of any life form create only dirt, Mala, until one has the knowledge of truth and one reduces the creation of Mala in the body. I can share more about Mala or dirt in another video. If you like to know more, please comment below. Now, the first caste or Varna that is purest of all and the most precious one, which no one discusses as many don't reach up to that level of consciousness or Chetana. And even if they are there, they don't know and can't utilize this knowledge to achieve moksha due to unawareness. This first and purest form of Varna is Nishad. That means Mallaha or fisherman. Why it is the purest form of Varna is because this is the stage where one has two choices when one is raising the consciousness. First, choice is that one chooses to merge completely into the ocean of bliss by releasing self and becomes a fish in the ocean that flows with it. The flow of this divine ocean is extremely peaceful, blissful, and one can remain joyful forever. No one catches this fish also because this is with the school of Guru Mandala. This Varna is also behind the story of Matsyavatar of Lord Krishna, the origin of Avatar Parampara, and zodiac sign of Pisces or Meen also belongs to this category. This is the state where one gets the blessings to chant the name Sri Radha, or else one is not eligible to chant Sri Radha until it was given by a realized Guru. If you want to know more about this Varna, this caste system, let me know in the comment section too. Now, the second choice of the level of consciousness is one tries to be swimming alone due to the ego consciousness of knowing all and get caught again by the fisherman and fish again comes back into the pond. This is the state where one chooses to be in Sharanagati or be free within to choose what one wants to choose. So these Varnas were not castes as it was depicted in the scriptures. These were the likings and lineage of a particular bloodline based on the work they have done in healing the lineage. For example, a son of a king must be a Kshatriya, although he can choose to be a Vaishya too. So the dominance of Kshatriya is there in the clan, but they were given the knowledge of all these levels simultaneously, as ultimately, as a part of the Vedic system, every human has to go through these five stages of life: Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, and Sthit Pragya, mentioned by Maharshi Patanjali in Yoga Sutra. That's why the students, including children of kingdoms, were trained in Gurukul for all five aspects of life. These five aspects were the path to liberate from five Mahabhutas and fulfill the duties of five pillars: Dharma, Artha, Kam, Mukti, and Moksha, where Moksha is for Nishad, Mukti is for Brahman, and Arth is for Vaishya, Vanaprastha and Dharma is for Kshatriya, and Kama is for Shudra, although there is no fixed line anywhere in them. They can keep on merging with each other as per the rise of the consciousness. Here, Kam is for desires, and Moksha is the state of Nirvikalpa Jyotirmay. Although all five castes or Varnas are candidates for Moksha or becoming Nishad, but three states, Brahman, Vaishya, and Kshatriya, have higher possibility of growing further and become eligible for Brahmacharya, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, and Sthit Pragya life to become Akhand or whole. So this is a real Varna system that can be known through Nadi Jyotish. Real Nadi Jyotishacharya can share your spiritual growth by seeing your patra so that one can start to move further to progress faster within this life. With this lovely sharing, be kind enough to pay gratitude to the ancient teachers. Hari Om.